what would be your recommendation? Let's say there's a solopreneur out there, a consultant offering some services. They don't have a big sample of clients, and they have clients in different industries and different sizes, right? Like they don't really have a pattern that you could say, oh, this is my ideal audience. They have a little bit of everything. They're doing okay in terms of sales and revenue, but they want to grow. What would be your recommendation to them to really find out who is their ideal audience?
Oh, that's probably my favorite thing. And just to clarify for those listening, the first step of my framework is perspective. Like we get that real internal clarity of who you are personally, professionally, your personality, because it really bridges into number two, which is your people. And that is a two-part thing. One is your persona. And like you said, a lot of people come out, say from corporate and start their consultancy or whatever. And then a lot of people come to them because maybe they're given mixed messages here and there. Now, the way I work with my clients, we get really deep on not so much demographics, because I feel like those aren't as effective anymore. You need to get into the psychographics. And then you go deeper and get into the voice of customer research is what I do. So if you have existing clients, we'll look at that. We'll look at, lookalike clients, so to speak, on social media, LinkedIn posts, podcasts. I mean, you name it, you can source. The ideal thing is to pick up the exact language in pain points, challenges, desires. We might think that these people are feeling this way, but to hear it exactly the way they say it, that's going to really help us in step 3 and 4. But when you start seeing the pattern of who you want to help and their needs, you can hone in. Oh my gosh, I'm going to show up solving this problem. Okay. And bingo, people are going to start, people are all in our own little minds. So when we see that someone's so dialed into what we want and what we need, that is how you niche down. And I recommend, hey, judging by what perspective said and your people, what you found out, what you like, because one of the things people do is they try stuff and they're doing stuff because people come to them, but they don't really enjoy it. So you got to enjoy it, So anyway, so get completely dialed in to your customer. Also, I do a competitor thing. Where are the opportunity gaps that maybe someone else doing what you're doing is offering in a different way? So that's another way to get really niche down. And then suddenly you're lit up because you're doing the right things, and the people who you want to help know that you're the go-to for that. So I take a gritty approach, like a company brand, and it really works because, right, we all need that foundation. You can't just jump out in social. And that's a number one problem I see people do. And then they come back, doesn't work. So that's my goal for number 2. And then another thing on people is the partners. Having collaborative partners to help align you and grow your brand, start that community feel, and just cross promote, borrow each other's platforms, all those things. That's going to really help propel you, which is actually my number 7 phase down the road. But yeah, so getting number 2 is super important because we're here for people, right? To do business, to help them.
Yes, and we will get to step number 7. I loved what you said about doing the type of work that you love to do, because I feel that when you're getting started, you need the revenue. So, and you try different things, but at some point you really need to start saying no to those things that are not really sparking joy in your professional life, so that you can do more of what you want. And it's difficult, right? Especially when you're in that transition. So that definitely resonates.